You haven't seen the Big Man Japan, have you? No.
No, we still haven't done that yet. All right, so let's see what this thing starts showing people. Hope it doesn't give us like a 2-minute delay now, like a longer delay than usual. I mean,
I don't know. I don't have my flash enabled on Chrome.
Well, I'm gonna check it on my machine here.
Oh well, fine. Well, fine. Just be that way.
Is something happening? YouTube is acting off.
I'd say it's acting normal.
Yeah, you should look what I just said.
I can't. It's not there yet.
It will be.
It will be. It will be. Will it be?
I guess not.
Will it be while we woo?
That's what I said.
I'm not afraid.
I'm gonna refresh. Maybe it'll come up if I refresh. Oh, YouTube is acting like YouTube. Yes. Identity crisis. Please stand by.
Things are difficult.
Why is it still just there? Please stand by. I hope that someone's getting our whines and crying so that they know that we're confused.
I don't know.
But I'm not sure if we
no
are.
one's responding.
Yeah, I don't think. Is there anyone even here?
No. What's happening?
Oh, now I don't even see the comments. That's exciting. I'm going to put up the technical difficulty screen for a moment.
Need a copy of the technical difficulty screen, but with a question mark at the end.
YouTube?
Technical difficulty.
Oh God! Look at what's happening on your type box.
Yeah, this is not looking so good.
This is looking the opposite of bueno. You know what the opposite of bueno is?
Mal.
What? Is it?
Yeah.
What does it
Absolutely.
mean?
Bad.
Oh, I was gonna say no bueno.
Yeah. Both are right.
I think yours is probably technically more right.
Yeah.
Than mine.
I like no bueno better.
That reminds me of, I think it was Chris Farley who, in his stand-up act,
El Nino.
Yeah, El Nino.
Spanish for the Nino.
For those of you who don't speak Spanish, that's the Nino.
Yeah. The Nino. Oh no, I shouldn't have hit refresh. I could have probably posted my comment. Oh, I can post my comment. What?
Why's it got to be this way? I make it here and everything.
I know. Everyone's here. There's no snow on the ground. No one had to risk their lives coming over here. We haven't had an episode in, like, weeks. And now YouTube doesn't want us to have another episode. And we can't have an episode on Thursday because holiday.
YouTube's being a jerk.
I don't even...
Not receiving video data fast enough? Is that what it says?
It'll stop on the actual broadcast because that will require us to make a new file. But I'm going to try that next in a test.
Are we on a microphone?
We should be on Vox. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we're on mic. I'm going to refresh this and see if it says this. It says good. Okay, let's pretend that it actually means it, and let's refresh this. Starting soon.
Are we on main screen?
We are right now, yes. All right, well, let's... I'm going to create a new live thing to test it.
Unity.rocks.
Videos, live events. 0 watching, so I guess that's a good sign. Even though it's a lie because we're both watching.
Right
Whoa!
here's
Oh, we have something.
something happening. It says error. Try again on my screen now, so let's refresh. Let me unblock the flash block. No.
Hey, that was like a minute ago.
All right, we can do this. I think this is gonna work.
How do I?
All right. So I'm going to. I don't know if I trust it.
Well, here's what I will do.
I don't want to do a whole episode and have it be eaten by a YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Even though it's a lie because we're both watching.
Does it show how many viewers we have now?
Let's see. Let's see if it says how many viewers we have.
It says you're live now. There's a little red dot. I'm trying it on the Safari browser. Let me unblock the flash block. Look at this.
5 watching. It says people are watching now.
I think this is gonna work. You could make it really freak out or something, like by having all this sound.
Yeah, I was thinking we have audio from 2 different videos.
Hey, don't worry about that. Well, here's what I will do. Ninja 736 hears us. He says, "I hear you guys."
That was just a creepy bar.
Yeah, I was
Oh yeah, I don't like the
going
live
back.
stream
Yeah.
bar. It freaks me out. Trying it on the Safari browser. Well, here's what I will do.
I don't want to do a whole episode and have.
Wait, did you just press pause and it didn't pause?
Yeah, I did. What of it? Oh wait, no, something else is. Maybe this one's running.
Where there are 2 streams.
They're both. Well, okay. Wait, this one actually did pause.
I'm trying it on the Safari browser.
Oh, all right. 5 watching. It says people are watching now.
Could make it really freak out or something.
So what do you guys think? YouTube's glitching out, which means that if we continue broadcasting, we might not have any problems, and it might just be great, and things could be just awesome.
I say
Or
we do that one.
it's possible we do that one. I like that. Now, the problem with doing that one is if we do that one, it's possible that it won't be awesome, and we'll lose an episode. And losing
That
an
is also
episode is
true.
like my least favorite thing in the world.
Yes.
You record
so-
these separately.
I do, yeah, I record a local copy. We might be able to work with that. Assuming that, like, I have had problems where YouTube has managed to screw up my local copy too, but that is low likelihood. I guess we'll chance it.
Yeah, I think we should.
All
We
right.
have some people watching.
All right, we'll chance it. So we're going to, from the top, we're going to go to the standby screen, and then we're going to start the episode. Oh, I hate these things. I hate it when things don't work right. All right. All right, yeah, let's do this. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Cooking with Unity. I'm your host, Max, and with me are Phil and Jeffrey.
I'm Phil.
Hello.
And so we may experience some technical difficulties. We already experienced some already, as you can see, from the pre-video feed thing.
Technically, I'm usually difficult, so
Oh, okay.
I'm no stranger to technical difficulties.
Okay, whatever. So, just being honest with you guys, if there is a problem, we will try to re-upload this from our local copy, and if there's a serious problem, we'll just go and cry in a corner and redo the episode at some point.
Yeah, let us
So-
know if you experience any weirdness.
Yeah,
or
you're
don't
good.
let us know.
Yeah, let us know. But I mean, like,
Let us know if you
yeah,
can.
especially after the fact. During broadcast, I'm fairly certain we're going to experience weirdness
Yeah.
because we already are. So, but especially after, if the copy has something dramatically wrong with it, please let me know, and then I'll try and get it re-uploaded. So, what are we doing? I closed all this because we were trying to get YouTube working. So, on our last exciting light gun... Oh, wait, I didn't put us on the right screen. At least I remembered it this time, before I started talking too much.
That's a good thing.
Main screen.
Turn on.
It's you.
On our last episode, we got...
How are you, gentlemen?
We got health working, so when we go over here, we get the joke is constitutions at this point. It's nuclear arms papers, but yeah. So when we get attacked, it hits us in the face, boom, and then it looks awesome, and we lose health, and you can see the health goes down, and then when we get to Phil, our second mini boss.
I'm not a mini boss at all. I should be like 5 of me though.
Yeah, there should be like 20 of you on a screen. Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
You just start mowing down our health bar.
Blah blah blah.
And there's nothing we can do other than shoot you in the face.
Blah blah blah.
But right now, if we get hit and we have
blah, blah.
less health than 0, like the game just keeps on going. It doesn't really care. It does give us an index out of range exception, and you did stop firing, so I guess that's a thing.
Yeah, I think there need to be more of me.
There need to be more.
Actually, in real life, I'm just gonna throw this out there. Never need to be more than one of me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I think that would be a riot.
No, I think it would be terrifying.
Well, yeah, it would be terrifying, but it would also be funny.
I don't want to meet that guy.
Fair enough. At least you know where you stand. So I'm going to finally drag this sample level
right
outside so that we can call it something else, like main level, so that people can actually find it when they download the files.
Oh, that's awesome.
And let's see what we can do here. So what's in my notes? Currently, notes does not support strafing. Do we want strafing? I think we've already established that. I just was checking to see what we put in there. So first off, let's fix that null reference exception problem, and then let's also get some logic in there for game over. So we're going to go to our scripts, and we're going to go to our health manager. And as soon as monitor developer comes in,
you had one job, mono develop,
and you did it. Thank you, monitor develop. So our health manager here is very simple so far. It just is a ghetto singleton. We just have an instance reference so that we can get it elsewhere.
A ghetto singleton?
That's what I call it when it doesn't enforce only being one.
Oh.
Like a real singleton is like the Highlander. There can only be one, and it will kill anyone who tries to be anything else.
I think you should name all your singletons Highlanders.
Highlanders?
They should always be something McLeod. Audio McLeod.
Audio McLeod, Health McLeod.
Sound McLeod.
I kind of like that. Except for people would think that we're talking about cloud computing then or something. And
they don't know.
I know.
No.
So it's not spelled that way, is it?
No.
Isn't it EUD or something?
Oh, yeah, McLeod. Yeah, it's CLE.
No, I have to look it up.
Yeah, look up.
I'll get back to you in
a
moment.
Then we have trouble spelling it. Okay, so whatever. So what we have here is we have our current health. We set it equal to our starting health, so we can set it in the editor how much health we have. We have these health icons which represent the health for the things here. So if we
it's
currently
MacLeod.
Yep, LEOD, right?
Yeah, MacLeod.
All right. So anyway, so we have this remove health script, and right now it does not check to see if our health is 0 or lower than 0. So what will happen is it tries to set it tries to index an array at a negative value, which doesn't work very well in C#. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a check for that. So when we're removing health, we should check to see our current health before we change the health icon. So if health is
just
health. Instance dot current health is greater than
or equal to 0.
Just greater than 0. We actually want the 0 case in this case because we want to remove it.
Then
so we also
equal
need
to 0.
Oh yeah, less than 0 because we still
greater than or equal to 0 or.
No, if it's greater than 0, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Okay.
We don't want it to be equal to 0 because if it goes equal to 0, then it'll go negative.
No,
if it goes,
you put it before it should be greater than or equal to 0, so it can remove the 0th element.
Good point.
Hide the 0.
Yeah.
Good point.
All right. Good point.
You could put it above instance.current health minus and then just make it a greater than 0 check.
Yeah, this will work.
Okay, good call.
And then game over condition, game over. If instance dot current health equals 0. Actually, we'll do less than or equal to 0. So this will happen at the point we get to 0, but we still want the image removed here, so we want that overlap. So instance that current health less than or equal to 0, we'll just put a game over message on the screen. We'll just do private bool game over equals false, and so game over equals true. And in public, we'll just use the old simple GUI system real quick for debugging. Public on GUI.
No, it's GUI.
Actually, I guess we can just do void on GUI. Void on GUI.
Ew, it's GUI.
It's a GUI void. All right, and we're going to. So we're going to just do a GUI layout.
Fantastic.
So speaking of GUI, there's a lot of GUI jokes that go around. My favorite. So there is a file. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. So there's a file in. There was a.
In a game
there was a
that
tool.
we had worked on.
So in I'm gonna say it. It was in Siphon Filter, Omega Strain, and Dark Mirror. There was a tool for displaying a man in the GUI, and so the file was called GUI Man Tool. And yeah, so that's a thing that happened. But yeah, so it was just because we needed to show the character on the main screen looking cool, and that's
a GUI man.
So it's the GUI Man. So using the GUI Man tool. So anyway, GUI layout.
You'll have to tell me
label.
who made that tool later.
I actually don't know who made that tool. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't think the people who worked on it know at this point anymore, because it's like.
I knew there was some kind of exception about GUI man parts at one point too.
Yeah. So public static void label GUI content params GUI layout options. What we're going to do is if false if game over.
I'm just thinking of all the exceptions you can have.
I know.
GUI man tool out of range.
My favorite assert in a program also was from Omega Strain, and we actually do not know. I did active research to find out who wrote this, and no one seems to know. It was in a piece of code that shouldn't be accessible. Yeah, again, I've told you've heard these stories, but the other people haven't.
I know.
So it was in a place that was supposed to be accessible to no one. Like it's code that should not have run under any circumstances, and occasionally code would overwrite memory in some way and bump itself into this area. And the assert that would print out was WTF? Your code is having unprotected hex. And so yeah, that was spectacular.
That is probably my favorite as well.
So the content is just going to be game over, and that's all we're going to do. And save and play, and so now when we die... Oh, we have a problem. Health manager, game over. So we need to do instance.
Cinecat says, I walked back here to hear the word GUI man tool. The hell happened?
It's just a story. It's GUI. It's not anything gross.
GUI,
so,
like GUI,
yeah.
like graphic user interface.
Yes. And you kill things too slow. I'm sorry. I'm going to go for Phil.
Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, we're... Blah, blah, blah.
What we need to do for you is we need yours to do way more damage.
Blah,
Or
blah, blah.
have him
Blah, blah,
have
blah.
a chance of missing.
Oh, this is
In
true.
most
No,
games,
I
that's how it
can't.
true.
works.
I
That's
can't
true.
miss.
The rocket is an automatic health.
I can't miss.
But then there's a lot of
Peace.
shots that don't count, and then there's
And
red
then,
shots.
Yeah, the shots in the
Game over.
for the regular characters, they miss most of the time.
So we have game over, and we
Oh,
no longer
good.
have exceptions. So sweet, that's our game over sequence.
And he
That's
keeps
we're done.
shooting at us.
Ship it.
All right, Gold Master.
Gold
GMC
Master.
one.
GMC one right here.
All right,
Our
you gonna
health is
check
negative
this
Or
now
C1 at
because he
least.
keeps hitting
Can you
us.
check
What?
this thing in as RC1 real quick?
Okay. Stupid, but okay.
We're in lockdown.
Code lockdown. Wow, that brought back a lot of memories, didn't it?
Purfers.
It's P40, that's what it is.
I wish it was called Purfers.
Purfers! Purfers is my favorite verse.
Ermagerd, Purfers. It's not as funny as I think it is.
Whatever that means.
Is that I think it's funnier than I think it really is.
Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense, though.
I don't make a lot of sense. It's true.
Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Because Phil wanted to make sure that we were on schedule for our master candidate.
That's right.
All right, well, while that thing's doing it, let's figure out what else we're going to work on.
We're in code lockdown right now.
Yeah, okay. Well, then, fine. I'm not going to work on code. I'm just going to, like, mess up all the graphics and just be an artist for once. Just, here, we're just going to make this, you know, why would we want them all together like this? Let's just break one of these. Let's just do that.
No, don't do that.
We're code lockdown, not art lockdown.
Art lockdown does mean code lockdown.
No, it doesn't. Like,
not
not at Sony.
I know it didn't. It doesn't matter.
It's like, why did everything break? We have code lockdown. It's like, we didn't put any code in, I swear. So, all right. So, what are we going to work on next? That's what we're going to discuss while we're waiting on that thing, because we actually didn't know what we were going to work on.
I was just a joke. And
So
it didn't go fast enough.
let's make it so that we can do multiple points of damage with the grenades. Let's change the grenade papers to actually be based on pages inside the book as opposed to just copies of the book, because I got those images this time. And if we have time, we'll figure something else out after that.
Yeah,
So,
let's do it.
which we probably will have time. I didn't get to take a picture of the actual Constitution. I remember that was part of my homework, but I totally forgot.
I didn't know you had homework.
I mean, sometimes.
I think maybe you...
My
gave
homework this
yourself
time was to
homework.
have something for the interior of the book. GMC 1. Ship it.
I think this is more of a silver master candidate.
Silver Master.
No, this is Gold Master.
Alright.
We're like in beta now. That means
Main
Gold
level
Master by today's standards.
Why is main level... Oh, it's gigantic.
Oh yeah, don't worry about
That's
it.
right.
Just stop it.
It doesn't matter. So,
Yeah, we're now in open beta, so anyone can try it out.
Yeah, exactly.
or something. Open beta, yeah. No, we were in open beta, like, before we started, based on the current state of affairs with betas and stuff. I feel like we've been really off task today, but it's okay. Part of this is because we got screwed up by YouTube. I'm blaming YouTube for our banter today, just because we were totally ready to, like,
Also,
hit
I got
this.
here a little later than I should have, which means that I can't get all this energy out of my system earlier.
Fair enough. So,
So what are we going to do? We got game over.
So let's make remove health actually take an integer so that we can have it remove
amounts.
certain amounts of health.
Sweet.
So int amount
Equals 1.
Oh yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? That would make it so that we don't even have to change our code. I like that. Let's do that. So what this does is this sets a default value, so amount will be 1 if you don't pass an amount in. You can do this for any values, but the way it works is if you have, say, int foo, int bar, you know, all these different things, you can't have a default value on, like, foo if you don't have a default value for everything after it. That's the way it works. So in our case, it's only one thing, so we can just put a default value in there. Just thought I'd mention that. So now
so in
instead
that
of
case, you'd move foo to the end of the...
minus, we just do minus equals amount. And actually, I think that's all we need, because all the rest of the checking is based on the current health now that we've changed it. So that was fast. And so let's see if it still works without changing the rest of the code.
Code lockdown.
Wait,
Wait, what?
but we removed these based on the index.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
So
that's
that's
not
going to
fine.
be different.
That's not fine. So right now, so we only removed the current one. So what we need to do is, that's a
So
little
we
trickier.
need to loop through from current health to current health minus amount, as long as it's greater than 0, and turn them off.
Okay, so while instance.current health is
Greater than or equal to 0.
Is that what we want to do? All right, I'm going to do it the way that you want to do it real quick here, but I think that's not actually what we want to do. But so while it's greater than or equal to 0,
or
yeah, we want to do while it's greater than or equal while it's greater than instance.current health minus amount. Oh wait, that's not going to work either. So int health equals instance.current health initial health. Wait, do we already have an initial health? We already have an initial health, don't we? No, we have a starting health. Perfect. All right, initial health equals instance.current health. While instance.current health is greater than initial health minus amount, then we do this. Minus. So let's see if this works. I have a feeling that I have the wrong greater than or less than thing, but we can find out really quickly. So, oh wait, we're not going to find out in the case of
we need to make
the bullets do more damage. So, prefab's book. The book does. Okay, it's not the book that does it. It's the player that does it.
Just highlight.
It does remove health.
Yeah, highlight that and go to
find references. Remove health on trigger enter. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to do public int amount equals 1 and remove health amount. Save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our book. Okay, it's not here. Is it on the game object here? Where is it? Remove health on trigger enter. Here it is. So, that's not going to be useful because this is not being defined by the... So we should put this on the book, not on the player. Is that appropriate? Probably. Let's try that. So I'm going to copy this. Copy component, remove component, put this on the book. And I'm just going to start with the 1 health right now just to see if we have broken anything.
It still works.
Yeah. So, which we very well may have broken something. So, yeah, I'm going to wait for a book because I don't want to have to kill a bunch of things to get to a health damaging thing. And actually because we need to remove health on trigger. We don't care about the other one right now. So,
come on, book.
Get it. And it worked. Good. So now let's make it so that it does more health. So we're going to have it remove 3 health. It's gonna
be
my
goodness.
A very terrifying book.
Or after you shoot those.
Yes. So now what should happen is we should lose 3 health. We did. Excellent. Game over, man. Game over.
What are we supposed to do now?
He keeps throwing the books.
Game over, man. Game over.
You can't stop. What if those were pies?
Well, they aren't. They're books.
Wouldn't that be... We should... Oh, I wish that we had a picture of Jack throwing a pie.
Pies.
Because he could throw pies.
Throw pies.
Oh, that would be great.
So, all right. So we have multiple health. That was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that was super easy.
What else did we say we were going to do? There was something else that I think we said we were going to do.
You said something about me being a bad shot, which sucks.
Oh, you don't want to be a bad shot?
No, I want to be a good shot with my finger bullets.
Don't you want to do and then red bullets? No, you don't want to do red bullets.
No, I want to blah 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 and have my bullets mean
something. We'll keep it at that. We'll do it. It's fine.
That's okay.
We'll go Area 51 style. It's fine. It's fine. Let's how about well, we could do warning iconography. We could make it so that, like, before you shoot, there's, like, a targeting thing or something that shows you that you're going to shoot.
I like that.
We could do
like
enemy health
style.
We could do enemy health. We could make it so...
do it Virtua Cop style.
Yeah, where it has the cool, like, circle thing that requires us to art up the stuff. I actually don't remember exactly how that one worked.
I think it was like there were two things,
And then
they
they
kind of
combined
combined
into-
into the one
yeah.
point. But that would be kind of...
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make a marker for that. In the meantime, I'm going to ask if there's anything specific that you guys want in your light gun game that we aren't providing here so far.
Yeah, let us
Because we've kind of
know
got
in
the
comments.
basic stuff going on here. Obviously, not everything is.
Well, we should
But,
lay out a quick level with the wind condition too.
Yeah, at some point. I don't feel like doing that much layout today. So,
Fair enough.
but I will do some artwork. So Pixelmator. So actually, oh yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's get the page in first.
Oh
and
yeah,
then let's do
the
so,
pages. That's
so
the most important
that's
thing.
really not that important, but
It's the most important thing.
all right. It's the most important thing.
Thank you.
Gun pics. This is where it's at. And so I actually got these pictures off of the camera now. So we're gonna copy something from them.
Is that my finger?
It's mine, I
Yeah.
think. I'm holding it open and you're taking the picture.
Oh, am I?
All right. So let's
get that
open this
right
up
page.
in. Actually, let's open this up in Pixelmator. Yeah, the right page is what I was going to use just because it's flatter.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's crop in on the right page first. We'll just do that. Real rough cut first. And then what we're going to do is zoom in a little bit. And so let's just take the part that actually has content on it and try and make it square. We'll pretend that it had a really cool angle in the original. It's weird how odd that looks.
Yeah.
Because this looks like perfect, and then it's like, what happened here? And
You know
there.
what happened?
Books happened.
Camera and book.
So, I want to fix it. I shouldn't care, but I'm going to do it. Let's just do it real quick. I'm going to copy this. You may have to do different things if you're not using Pixelmator, obviously. I'm just going to do this however... Oh, wait, that's the crop tool. I don't want that. No, I don't want... Cancel. We have to do things really differently because I don't know how to do them. So we're going to do that. We're going to copy. We're going to paste this over. We're going to go to transform, and can I skew this? Is there a skew option? There's rotate. That doesn't really help us. I need a skew.
Askew?
Alright, I don't know where a skew is on this thing, so I'm not going to worry about it.
View askew.
Haha.
That's
Cancel.
that's Kevin Smith's. Okay.
So we'll just go with this. So let's just make the image size right. So image size, what do we have it at? So 1024. So we can do 1024 by...
Make the height 1024.
Yeah. Make the height 1024? No, I was going to make the width 1024 and make the height like 2048. So that it contains it. Let's do that. So 1024 and then image, canvas size. We'll just put this at 2048. Okay. There we go. Save. It's power of 2 and it'll generally work. So we're going to call this Book Gibbs. We're going to save it as a PNG and we're going to put it into our project here somewhere. Where is this? Reveal in Finder. Just grab... Where is my Pixelmator? There it is. This is the wrong one. There you go. One. Assets. Thank you. Save. And we'll put it in materials. Is that where we put it? Where did we put our textures? Sprites. Oh, did we actually make these as sprites? Oh.
What? Okay.
Whatever.
I was gonna ask why we did that, but then
I'm gonna ask why we did that too. Are they actually sprites? Yeah, we did make them
okay,
sprites.
cool. That's good. Then that makes sense.
guess we didn't need to worry about powers of 2 then. Oh well. Anyway, so book particle. Actually, book particle needed to be a texture anyway, so book gibs is what we're using instead. So what we're going to do is on book, we're going to gib on collide, and we're going to replace it with...
there is a book gib.
Oh yeah, book gib. We're going to go to book gib, and we're going to replace... So book gibs uses the book gibs material, and the book gibs material we're going to replace to have this page on it. There we go. So if we hit play now...
Are we going to have like 2 different pages that are showing?
Actually, and we want to make sure that this has alpha information. So right now, book gibs... So we want to not repeat. Apply. Do we need to do any other special things? No, it doesn't look like it. So if we hit play now, and we shoot a book out of the air, or get hit by a book, we should see the new pages. Come on. That looked a little bit weird. No, that's right. I mean, that's what we put in.
We should put the 2 different pages in there. Could we have both of them?
Yeah, we could have both of them.
Oh, man. The bullet seems to be missing those pages a lot.
Yeah, it does. So, let's see. So that was because we are running a bullet really fast through the scene. I thought we had something that helped fix that. Didn't we
did.
change the
I
positioning?
swore we fixed that.
So, collision detection... Oh, it's discrete on these things. So this is actually our damage collider, I think, isn't it? No, this is it. What is this collider? What is this even? Oh, this was used for something that we were doing a long time ago that we're not doing anymore. I'm going to get rid of it and see what happens. Continue. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and apply this to the prefab. We've got things backed up in Perforce if something goes dramatic. So here is the one that we need. So this one uses... So we're doing discrete collision detection. Let's go continuous dynamic on it. And then on the book, hopefully that's set to continuous dynamic. It is. Alright. And the other thing that we did was the book movement code was based on move forward. Oh yeah, we used rigid body move. So theoretically that means that we should be using move position, which should have fixed our problem relatively well, but it didn't seem like it did for some reason. So if we hit play...
Did you guys use a sphere cast? It
the
sweeps a
bullets.
sphere in a direction useful for collision.
Yeah, we could do that.
We should do a sphere cast. That's a good idea.
We'll do that if we can't make it work with the built-in physics system. I actually really like... I actually generally think it's a bad practice to do a lot of raycast / spherecast stuff for... well, I mean, it's appropriate for bullets, and I guess this is bullets, right? But I also wanted there to be a delay, so if we wanted to, say, make this game fun on a touch device, it's actually a challenge to it if something's moving. But, so ballistics make a lot of sense in this case. If we go non-ballistic, we could use the spherecast, or we could do a spherecast to spherecast point thing to fix up the problem. I just don't see why that would be very necessary in our case here. Let's look at the bullets real quick too. Prefabs, bullet, where's the bullet? The bullet moves. So bullet just is a rigid body. It doesn't have any movement code. So yeah, and it's set to continuous dynamic. So let's see how bad it is.
Hurry up, Jeffrey, throw that book. Oh, that was good. Wait, why'd you get hurt?
Oh, that's why. That's a good one. That's a good bug. So our problem right now is we're removing health on trigger enter no matter what. When the book enters a trigger, it blows up and does that. So
that's funny. So we need to fix that.
Yeah, we absolutely need to fix this one. We need to fix both of them. I just don't necessarily want to fix it with a spherecast yet, unless we have to.
So I'd call collider and check to see if it's the...
Yeah, but then no, let's do it the the proper way, even though it's a little bit messier looking. We'll just have a separate collider on it to handle its destruction from the bullets. So I'm going to bring this into the scene, and currently have this. So this is the this is for hitting the player. Let's create a empty child.
Oh.
And let's call this.
That's what I was.
Destroy collider. That's sad.
It kind of is. Yeah, I was kind of a sad child.
So what this is going to do is it's going to be very similar to. We're going to use the script actually. We're going to improve the script so that it can do this. So what's it called? Gib on collide. No, is it on collide? No, it's not. It's what is it called? It's called. Wait, where? Oh, this is the bullet. This is totally the wrong thing. I want the book. So this is, yeah, Gib on collide. And remove health on trigger enter. So what we want to do is, this still should be true because we want it to explode when it hits the player. And we want to remove health on trigger when it hits the player, but we don't want it to do that if it gets hit by the other thing. So we're going to create an empty child. We're going to call this destroy collider. We're going to give it similar. I'm just going to copy this box collider, copy component, paste component's values. Where does that happen? There it goes. Paste component is new. Alright, so there we go. Have it. It is a trigger that's appropriate. We're going to duplicate the Gib on collide, copy component, paste component as new.
Said a sphere cast and velocity direction to verify collision is pretty useful without going all instant on it.
Yeah, I mean it does work. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I just in all perfect honesty, generally when there's stuff going through other stuff and they're set to continuous collision stuff, it really should be basically doing that in the background anyway. So it's one of those things where it just seems like overkill if it's still having a problem. But
the sphere with a raycast or a sphere cast, it's good when you aren't actually using an object, right?
Yeah, it's good if you're not using the physics system, or even if you're using the physics system, if you aren't using the collision system, if you're basically rolling your own collision on it.
Oh, I like to roll dirty with collision.
So what I'm going to do on Gib on collide though is I'm going to change. We're going to use.
Whoa!
What is this? Use original file. I don't care what it.
That was a weird screen.
You've never seen that one before?
No.
I've seen that plenty of times. So I'm going to add a feature here. Public game object object to destroy, and then start. We're going to say if object to destroy is does not equal null. No, if it equals null, equals null. Then we will set that object to destroy equals game object. This way, now when we go to Gib now, all we have to do is destroy object to destroy, and it should work exactly the way that it did before if we don't specify anything, and if we do specify something, it will work differently. So this one will now, once this compiles, we have object to destroy. We're going to put the book on here. That way, when this gets collided with, it destroys its parent, basically. And what else was we gonna do? What were we gonna do?
Well, we could do two.
Yeah, we need to change the layer. So, project settings, physics. So, enemy projectile currently can be hit by player projectile. I'm going to say I'm gonna put it on the enemy layer because we already have that layer and that's appropriate for what we're doing. So we're gonna put this on the enemy layer. Because it is technically an enemy. It's a projectile from an enemy, but it is an enemy nonetheless. So if we delete this now and hit play, when we shoot our thingy, it shouldn't reduce our health, and our health should reduce in the case where we get hit. So let's double check that. So book comes out. We don't even hit it. I might have changed our collision. Nope, no, it's there. And we still died, so I didn't fix anything. That was a whole lot of not fixing anything. So, box glider, enemy projectile, let's double check our settings. Project settings, physics. Player projectile hits enemies. Player can be hit by enemy projectile. That seems okay. Let's see what the bullet has on it. It's a player projectile. Okay. And how are we doing this? We're doing it, remove health on trigger, enter. So this should, oh yeah, that's right. Missed one important thing. So both the book and this Destroy Collider are getting the message. And the reason they're getting the message is if you have a rigid body, it collects all of the collision messages from all attached colliders.
Oh.
If you don't have a rigid body on them as well. So we have to add a rigid body, a kinematic rigid body here. Rigid body, no gravity is kinematic, and apply, and that should solve our issue. It's not going to solve our other issue, which we're probably going to fix with the sphere cast now, it seems, because evidently whatever I've set up here for some reason just doesn't like it. It probably has something to do with triggers versus colliders. I wonder if it would be different if we were using... Although it should support both. So, yay, we didn't lose health. That's a good sign. Let's see if we have... Yep, we had a problem hitting it. And we did lose health when we got here. All right, let's do the sphere cast solution. Let's do it.
All right.
Pains me to do this, but I'm doing it. So, it doesn't pain me to do it. It's just... I just kind of wish that we could rely on it. And generally you can rely on it. It's just in high-speed scenarios like we're doing here, we're asking a lot. So, so what we're going to do is... This requires us to do a lot of different things. So, So the problem is we have to reorganize this now so that instead of using triggers, we use some message that we send based on... Which we could send the trigger, I guess.
We shouldn't do all these calculations in late update, right? Is this because of an update problem and not a late update problem?
No, I don't think that's the problem here. I think it's just literally one frame, it's in front of the object, one frame is behind the object. We have it set to continuous collision, but we're using kinematic rigid bodies, and so thus we're using triggers. Triggers don't really work using a collision system, and so we're skipping frames across it, and I think the continuous dynamic is not fixing it. I think that's where we're at.
You know what we could do to fix it?
What
else we could do? Make just the collision box at the end of that book just huge.
We could make the collision box bigger. We could make the bullet slower. There's a lot of things we could do. Because people mentioned it, and it's a technique. Yeah, let's show it. And we don't do sphere cast that often, so why not? So what we're gonna do is, in move forward, I'm gonna add another feature here, I guess. Public bool. Send trigger message using sphere cast equals false. We'll default that to false, and then what we're going to have is sphere cast related stuff. Public float sphere cast radius equals 1.0f. Let's do that as a default. And public layer mask sphere cast mask layer mask equals -1. All right.
-1 layer mask.
-1 just means we want everything. That's what this actually defaults to. It's a serialization thing that Unity does behind the scenes, but it works. So, so in update, if use rigid body move, we do that, and then after all this, we do the collision check. So if send trigger message using sphere cast. So what we're gonna do is, so this requires a rigid body in this case, doesn't it? Requires rigid body. let's just do that. Actually, we'll leave that in there for notes, but what we'll do is if rigid body does not equal null, then what we will do is...
we can add a rigid body if use sphere cast is true.
I don't like adding components implicitly with Boolean checkboxes, but yes, that is another option. Rigid body does not equal null. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a if sphere cast, if physics dot sphere cast, and we need origin, direction, radius, hit info, distance.
Do we have to provide a distance? I don't think so, right?
We would want to, because we don't want it to
true.
do
we
it
don't
every
want it
frame.
to go forever.
So we don't want it to hit every frame before. So we're going to use distance. Yeah, this is what we want. So origin, radius, direction, hit info, distance, layer mask. Can we remember that? There's no way, but I'm going to try. So transform.position. Transform lowercase please dot position. That's so frustrating. Radius is sphere cast. Paste it in because it doesn't want to play with me. It's the direction at this point, so transform dot forward. Actually, no, let's not do transform dot forward. Let's do rigid body dot velocity. Hit info, so hit, just hit. Distance is rigid body dot velocity dot magnitude, and the radius is...
Oh, we're on something else. We did radius.
Actually, times time dot delta time, and layer mask. Sphere. I must have a code error somewhere that is just fighting me this much at this point.
Freaking out at this point.
Save and see what we get.
We need the raycast hit.
Yes, we do. So raycast hit. So in this case, I guess we actually don't need the raycast hit. We don't care about... Oh, we need to send the trigger message to the object. Never mind. So we do need hit. So hit dot collider dot send message.
I remember doing an out.
And let's send it upwards. That's safer. Send message upwards, and the method will be on trigger enter. We will just hijack it.
Do we have to say out hit there?
Yes, we do. Out hit. Thank you. Save. So let's give this a shot. And actually, this should be in fixed update. So void fixed update. There you go. Save. So now, what we should do... Okay, rigid body... Oh, riggy body. That might have been part of the problem. Where's rigid body? Riggy body.
What is a riggy body?
I don't know.
Is that similar to a Reggie body? Could also be Donkey Kong.
Alright, so we don't have this on by default, so let's turn this on now. So we're going to go to our... wait, this is on move forward. This is not the right place to put it. This is on the book. This isn't right. This isn't where we want this.
Oh, we want it on the bullet.
We want it on the bullet.
Where's the bullet?
What does the bullet have on it? Bullet is just a rigid body, right? It has no scripts on it whatsoever. Alright, so let's make a new script. At least we know what we're going to put in it. So
the bullet doesn't have. Wait, what is the?
It just is. We just apply a force to it when we shoot it. The shoot script sends it out flying.
Yeah.
So we're going to create a new script. Scripts, create C# script. We're going to call this sphere cast trigger.
Sphere cast upwards.
Sphere cast trigger.
Sphere cast upwards. If I did a sphere cast upwards, eventually something would get hit.
So I'm just going to copy
take a long time.
this.
That's going to be in Street Fighter V. Everyone's going to be using sphere cast upwards.
Nah.
Sure you can. So let's drop it from here. Let's put all this stuff into there. Alright.
I'm not sure if we want a Boolean send trigger message.
Yeah, we don't want to because we assume
that
this is
now.
here.
Or a class. That's what the class is. So take it out of there too.
Yeah, good point. At this point, if we want to be explicit, we could do a require component type of rigid body. And this will ensure that we have a rigid body on the object that we're trying to do this. So there we go. We're going to put this on our bullet.
There it is. Where's the bullet, buddy?
Boop. And let's give it a shot.
Send message.
Upwards might actually cause us a...
Has no receiver.
Okay, so let's make it so that we don't care. Send message options don't require receiver. So I think this is going to cause our health problem to come back again, actually, if things work well. So let's find out.
Nope.
Well, let's try it a few times, because it's possible we're still getting it from the basic... oh, it's possible it's not fixing anything. It's playing with everything. Let's go ahead and put a little debug log to make sure that this is doing anything. .log. We did something.
It did something against the targets, otherwise it wouldn't have...
No, the targets, it still can be the previous system. We haven't dismantled what we had.
We haven't stopped using the previous system.
Yeah, but it did something against
the
targets.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It said we did...
Error.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's very right. So... we did a lot of some things. 999 plus.
And they're still going. Something's going wrong. Unless the bullets still exist and are...
We don't delete our bullets, I don't think. Don't they just bounce around?
That's right, they do. So let's be a little bit more specific real quick, just so that we can find these things. Let's actually give it a proper layer mask. So we actually only want this to hit nothing, and we want it to hit the enemy projectile, or enemy, rather. So let's try that again.
We did something.
Yeah, we already
print like 1 million copies now? No, it doesn't. So we actually got one, so that means that sometimes... Oh, no! I killed him.
We did something that time, too.
You killed Jeffrey.
We hit something. All right.
There were 2 of them there, which is good.
Yeah, it'll happen. Sometimes it'll just... the regular collision system will handle it because we haven't disabled that, so...
We did something. Oh, it hit... It went... I think... Wait. Did it go through the book, hit on the other side, and bounce into me?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's the problem here, is we're not applying a force to the object at any point, so... It's like before... Let's disable this script for a moment. Just boop. Alright. So, before, when we actually hit something, did we actually bounce off of it or anything? Like, did we have this problem before where we could kill you in one fell swoop? Oh, the sphere cast is probably wider than before, so, like, yeah, I can miss you here, but the sphere cast was really wide.
Oh, that makes sense.
So yeah, I think we can hit both. Like, I think if we let this thing get closer, and then, yeah, we can hit both still, even without the sphere cast trigger. So that's all that was happening, is we were getting it with a bigger radius. What is our radius for this object? It's 0.25, so...
Wow.
So this will help a little bit.
We didn't have any we did some things on the previous playthrough, though.
Yeah, we did.
We have them now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we wouldn't have them on the previous because we turned it off. But we're still not getting many on the book.
Yeah, still not collisioning.
Well, actually, it's colliding really good right now because we haven't had the sphere cast catch it.
I've seen a few times, though, that it's missed.
I guess I missed that somehow, but I believe you. Okay, yeah, it missed. Alright. So, why is that the case? Let's try something. I'm going to go to move forward, and we're going to make it so that we're going to put this into fixed update. Whoops. Void fixed update. And then in here we're going to do if not rigid body move. And see if this fixes anything up. It may look choppier when it moves here, but might be hard to tell on the video anyway.
Well, that was good right there. That 2 for 2?
That's 2 for 2, but that's... Oh, we missed.
Shit. I mean, sucks. I mean,
poop. Aw, poop.
None of the collisions are from our raycast.
Nope.
Or sphere cast.
None of them are.
But it is for the targets. When we hit the actual targets and stuff.
Which is weird because they shouldn't
layer is
be...
What are the layers? Are we colliding with the book layer? Is that enemy projectile?
So, if we go to book, and we go to destroy collider, this is on the layer enemy. This is what we should be colliding with when we do the sphere cast. The other potential problem here is because we're starting the sphere cast at the book object, if at the sphere object, it's possible that if the object that we're trying to collide with is inside of it, we won't get a sphere cast out. So I'm going to try something that could potentially cause other problems, but let's go ahead and do it. Let's add a feature here. Let's do public float offset equals 0.0f by default. And what we're going to do with the offset is we're going to make it so that the starting position is transform position minus okay, and actually since we need this twice now in the equation, let's go ahead and do it here. We're going to do what do we need here? We need the magnitude. We need two different things, so it doesn't even matter. I'm just going to do it in line. So, minus rigid body dot velocity dot normalized times offset. So we're going to save this. I'm going to give it an offset of 0.25. and the bullet. Let's see if this works any better. Actually, I'm going to do 0.26 to be safe. Alright, so let's see if we get any hit somethings on the book now. Nope. 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 I'm probably doing something stupid. I'm going to be honest with you, I've never actually had to do this in Unity. That's another reason why I kind of think that it's not necessary, because it's just me being...
We did it for the tank game.
What did we do it for the tank game on? What did we... Oh, yeah, we did. Yeah, that's right. You did do that.
There it was an array every frame, not just one check, because it could also arc.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, wait. So now we have to actually have this be bigger, though. We need to do rigid body dot velocity dot magnitude times... Okay, so the problem here is we've offset it back, but we're not raycasting forward in an equal amount. So we need to... We do need to store a variable. Let's do float. Not float. Yes. Yes, no. Hold on. So I want to offset this by the same amount that we offset the transform position, but in the opposite way. So this value we should store. So we're going to do a vector 3, offset value equals that. Then we're going to use offset value, and we're going to use times time dot delta time by velocity dot magnitude times time dot delta time plus offset value, I guess. But we will do... Oh, wait, no. Plus offset value, because this is a vector. There we go. Plus offset value.
Alright.
File save. Oh, wait, no, that's not going to work, because this is a distance. Oh, well, this is a lot easier. I don't know why I was doing all this stuff. I just need the offset, don't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, that was easy. Plus offset. Do I want the offset before or after the time dot delta time? I think that's right.
Try it.
We don't need this. Although we do need this. Save. Play.
Alright, let's see if your book's still problematic.
Well, it's still problematic, but let's see if we get any of the... Seems weird that we're never getting one on the book.
It does seem a little weird.
I'm going to just make a stationary version of the book in the scene. We're just going to throw it in here. And I'm going to double check that it's destroy collider. Yep, it looks just like the other collider. That's good.
Turn off its move forward.
I'm going to turn off the move forward. And we're going to hit play. Yeah, that doesn't help us much, does it? Because we have to hit play every time. Whatever. Alright, let's also make it so that it doesn't give... Oh, well, that doesn't really help us then, because it doesn't have a message. Let's just do it anyway, because we're going to send the message. So we're going to turn off gib on collide for testing purposes. Oh, and we need to turn it off on the other thing, too. Wait, why did that happen? Why is it still dying? Oh, yeah, that's right. This doesn't actually turn anything off. Because this actually just stops update loops. It doesn't actually stop things like triggers and collisions and stuff. So on this copy of it, we're just going to remove the component entirely. And I don't think we have to touch that one, actually, because it shouldn't apply to the bullet. And if it does, we'll find out we have another problem. All right, so that got rid of that problem, but we're still never having a case where it raycasts successfully. Seriously, like this is where we're at.
So, it's the child, and the child's on enemy. Okay.
Yep.
What are the targets? Those are enemy.
The targets are enemy. Yeah, they should be. Let's see. Scene. Yep, enemy.
What's the layer of the
bullet? Player projectile. It's really it does strike me as pretty super odd that we're getting the messages when we shoot. Well, sometimes when we shoot these targets, right? Most of the time, and when we shoot at this thing, we don't get that message. That's like, really weird. Ever.
Matter of fact, it doesn't look like it's even being destroyed there.
Well, it won't be destroyed anymore. We've turned that off. But
Gib on collide, or take out Gib on collide on the parent book and change the layer to enemy.
Sure. Move. Oh wait, I don't want to do that on here. I want to do it on our instance here. I don't want to break our whole thing. So Gib on collide, remove component, and we're going to remove what? We're going to put this on enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Change children, do it all.
What?
Well, we got a game over. That's because we're getting remove health on trigger still, so let's remove that. Not that game over really hurts us very much in this game right now. Still nothing.
Weird.
Maybe we should visualize our sphere cast as raycasts at the very least. So let's do that. Debug.draw ray, and we will just copy. Okay, so let's draw what ray want. It wants
not currently.
Start direction, color duration. Okay, start direction, color duration, depth test. All right, so start is this times offset. Almost missed that part. Direction is rigid body dot velocity, and actually this needs to be our distance as well. So rigid body dot velocity dot normalize times plus offset. Wait, no. These don't map perfectly, unfortunately, because this doesn't have a separate distance option. It just assumes that the which is annoying, actually incredibly annoying. So I'm not even sure if we're going to be checking the right thing if we do this wrong. So rigid body dot velocity dot normalized. We want that multiplied by time dot delta time plus offset. And since we want that, maybe we actually want that here too. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Magnitude plus offset. Yeah, that is actually what we want here. We want to do, so this is wrong. We want times offset plus time dot delta time. Maybe this will work better too. Or maybe we'll just break everything.
That's possible.
And see how it's broken at least. So
then we can fix
save. Yep. Oh yeah, we want this to persist a little bit. So comma color duration. So color dot red.
Ooh, yay!
Duration is, let's make it let's make it 10 seconds. 10.0 f.
All right.
File save, and let's go frame by frame. So, that's hard to do because I need to fire it first. So there's a raycast. It looks like they're not... Well, first of all... Yeah, so it looks like we're not doing everything quite right. Because it looks like they have the wrong length. So... By velocity dot magnitude times... Wait, times off... Wait, no, that's not right either. This is right in the case of making the vector be the right length, but this is wrong in terms of... So it should be... The distance should be the magnitude plus this. There should be no multiply here. But then... See, this is where the discrepancy between the two makes it so that this is an incredibly unuseful function. Let's see if this at least makes it do something. It's not gonna... Okay. Oh, wait. Had that extra thingy. Wait, no. Okay, alright. Magnitude plus offset times time dot delta time. This one should be normalized times offset plus... Yeah, that's right. I think that's the equivalent.
Cinecat said velocity is per second, he thinks. I think.
It is. That's the reason the time dot delta time is an important factor in there. So, in theory, if we move this just a little bit forward, just to see if we can get a positive case, this might hit, maybe. No, that still didn't fix it, even though it looks like there's raycasts going right into it. Just move it a little further back and try it again. No, let's put it, like, right in the middle of one.
I think we need to think on this.
And yet, when we do this, it works just great. Alright, we'll save this for next time. We'll play around with it more.
We'll have to think about it for a little while.
At least it seems like the broadcast works, so I'm very pleased with that. So,
yeah, that's good.
I'm going to call this test book, and I'm going to
I know what we should put in
break prefab instance on it so that we don't mess that up. So save project, quit.
When we check it into Perforce, said we should have locked code.
All right, fine, we'll do that. Reconcile offline work. And actually, I'm just going to start winding this down while that's going. So
who broke the build?
I guess I did. I always break the build when it's cooking with Unity.
Because
most of the time, at least. Yeah. Almost 100% of the time.
It was me. I broke the build.
All right, so it's just the face. Thank you for joining us tonight. Hope you had a good time. It's great to be back. Sorry we've been not doing very many full episodes just because of snow and sickness and weirdness.
It's the season.
It's the season, yeah. And we're also not going to do... I'm sorry that 2D Thursday has been delayed so long, but we can't do Thursday because it's Thanksgiving here in the States, and it's a big holiday here, and no one... My coworkers here would quit if they were being paid. So no show on Thursday. I will be doing Breakfast with Unity Tuesday, Wednesday, and probably Friday. So I'll see you guys on those. And otherwise, if you have any questions, please email me, pushypixels@pushypixels.com. You can also tweet me at Drakfire. That's DRAKFYRE. You should buy Phil's game, Robot Alone.
Yep, it's a game.
It's a game.
You should follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at Magma Lemur. That's all. You should donate. Oh, yeah. Donate. To Cooking with Unity.
Yes.
I wanted to
you get access to the Cooking with Unity super repo. Go to patreon.com/cookingwithunity. You can also find a link in the big hamburger on the main Pushy Pixels page.
The big
hamburger. So, thank you very much. You guys have a great night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right, banter time.
I don't know what was up with that have a good night that I just
I'm going to
said.
put it back to main screen so in case we do anything on the screen. Yeah, so people don't have to look at my face. So.
Yeah, how's
That could have gone worse.
What's going on with that?
That could have gone worse. I'm sure that I'm just doing something wrong. Like,
we'll figure it out.
So I remember. So the most I worked with Spherecasts was on Proton Pulse, and what I had done was there was a brief time when I wanted to visualize the path of the ball, including bounces. And I had set up a elaborate system to actually do that using Spherecasts.
Okay.
And I kept having it wrong. And I think I ended up fixing it like the week after we had decided to not use the system. And so it was one of those things, it's like, oh, that's what I did wrong. And then I didn't have a reason for it. So
I remember trying to do a Spherecast with the auto pathing or auto node connection thing so that it wouldn't get too close to walls. But I didn't get it working properly, so I ended up sticking with raycasts.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was that I couldn't get working right, but there was something
we both
that I couldn't work right
experience
with
that. Now, and I don't think there's anything broken with Spherecast. I remember distinctly within my research that I determined
though than raycasts.
They are different. There's a lot of the biggest caveat you got to remember is in both Spherecast and Raycast they do not collide with the object that is doing that's not true. They do not collide with with an object that is initially inside of them.
Yes.
And in Raycasts, that's really, really, really good. And in Spherecasts, that's good, but radius can kill you. Mm-hmm. So I think that may be part of the scenario. I might just be mathing it wrong, too. It happens. Math goes wrong sometimes.
Maths are hard.
They're not hard.
No,
they're just misunderstood.
The words are harder than math.
Yeah, the words are more harder than math.
But if it's not going to collide with an object that's inside of it, then wouldn't it have collided on it the previous frame when it entered it?
You would think that we would have gotten one at some point, yes. But I think that I'm just doing something a little wrong.
So I don't think we need an offset.
You don't think we need the offset? Well, so if we shouldn't need an offset. I agree that we shouldn't. I thought that was going to fix it and it didn't. So I guess we shouldn't. I'll try to remember not to focus on the offset and maybe focus on other things.
Well,
anyway, that's something to look at. So, anyway, I'm signing off.
All right.
Good seeing everyone, and thank you for watching. And I'll catch you tomorrow morning. I may start rescheduling Breakfast with Unity for 9 because I have trouble at 8. And before I was doing that because it was before work, and now I don't have a job right now, so, or rather, I have a job, but it's working on Vanguard V, and most of the time it starts at 2. So, because skewed schedules and ends whenever, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, thank you very much, and you guys have a great one, and yeah.
Have a good night.
Good night.